Welcome. In this video I'm going to be taking a look at this IOWODO R3 Pro fitness tracker smartwatch. So this was provided to me by the distributor, but they're not compensating me for this video and they're not reviewing it before I post it. If you find this video helpful and you want to purchase one of these, I'll put a link to it in the description on Amazon, and if you use that link it helps me out a little bit and doesn't cost you anything extra. Let's get this open. So here we have the manual, there's a connection guide, here's the watch itself, here we have a charging cable, so this will fit on the back, like so, it's magnetic, and that will charge using USB, so you can use pretty much any USB charger to charge this. You could use a phone charger, computer, a wall outlet that has USB, and this also comes with a second band here, so this is a kind of a cloth band with Velcro on it, so this will go in the watch like so, and you can close it with Velcro. So these are instructions on how to set it up on iOS, which is the system I'll be using. So I will get my USB charger out over here and I'll start charging this while I'm going through the app. So I'm going to be setting this up on my iPhone. So I'm going to open up the camera. I'll scan the QR code here. My QR code scanner doesn't appear to be working, so I'm just going to open up the GloryFit app in the App Store. So I'll hit Get. So while that's downloading, I'll look at the manual real quick. So this goes over the features of the watch. So it has a little detailed section on each thing. So it looks like the manual is around 9 pages and then it switches to another language. Okay, so the app's downloaded. I'll hit open. It says it would like to use Bluetooth. I'll say OK. So it has a login screen. I'm going to skip that for now. It's asking my gender. I'll say male. It's asking my height. I'm just going to do the defaults for now, and then later I'll go back and put in my actual amounts for privacy reasons. So we have weight, age, step goal. Wants to use GPS. I'll say allow while using the app. Then it looks like we have a little tutorial. It says pull down to sync. OK. It says please connect device. Select device. So I'll hold down the button on this to turn it on. It has that QR code. OK. So the device showed up on my phone. I'll tap it. It says connecting. It says bind successful. Now it's asking to pair. I'll say pair. It says allow the R3 to display your iPhone notifications. I'll say allow. So this uses Bluetooth, but you don't want to set this up in the Bluetooth settings on your phone. You want to set it up through the app. If you've set it up through the Bluetooth settings on your phone, you'll probably have to delete that and start over. So here we have the app. So let's take a closer look at the phone real quick. So we can see the screen here kind of wraps around the edges here. This is a very slim phone. So if you're looking for a slimmer one, this could be a good option. Here's the sensors in the back. You can see them flashing here. So let me put this on. Okay, so I have that on. I want to show something here. This little slider part in here has a little tooth. So that's nice. So when I have this tucked in here, it's going to keep that from sliding around. That's a nice feature. That oftentimes I have to adjust those after they slide. So there it is on my wrist. So I'm going to wear this for a few days and get acquainted with it. Then I'll come back and go over the features and give my thoughts. Okay, so I've been wearing this for a few days now. So I'll go over some of the features. So if we're on the main face, we can hold down this and then we can swipe through and we can change this. So there are different options here. So they'll have things like hours, minutes, date, steps, calories. Different faces will have different features on them. So there are more in the app. So if we swipe up, we can see notifications. It's empty right now. But if I had notifications coming in, they would come on here and I could read them. Now you can't reply to them on here. You do need to go to your phone to do that. But if you're doing some sort of activity, you can read it on your phone and then determine if you need to pull your phone out and reply to it. A lot of times when I get notifications, I don't really have to respond to them. So if I swipe down, there's some different options here. This is do not disturb. Here's a flashlight. It's a pretty basic flashlight, but sometimes it's all you need. And we have the brightness. So we have 25%, 50, 75, and 100%. And I've been very happy on 50%. So this is for finding your device. This next one is how apps are displayed. So you can have a list view. You can do, I think it's honeycomb view or something they call it. And these are icons. So I prefer the list view. Next we have settings. So here we have the dial. We've already gone over that. We have system. So this is list mode, honeycomb, and Sudoku is what they call the third one. Then we have info, reset, brightness, off. Oh no, that's the brightness of the screen, sorry. This is how long it's on. So you can say how long it stays on, and there's a QR code for the app. So if we swipe to the right, we can see our current steps. So I'm at 2206. I've gone 1.54 kilometers. I burned 55 calories. If I swipe again, we can see my heart rate. So it has the history there. So it's not showing the current one because I don't currently have it on. If I swipe to the right again, we can see my pulse ox. Here's the temperature. Here's my sleep data. We can see I slept 8 hours, 5 minutes. And I said temperature before, that's the body temperature. This is the outdoor temperature. So we can see it's 78 degrees out. So that's everything if we swipe that way. Let's go back to the main dial. If we swipe to the right, so we can go to training here. And it gives us options like running, cycling, skipping, swimming, badminton. Has a number of different items here to track your activity. I mean, there's lots of stuff here. So if you're about to go on a run, you can go in here and start your run and then stop it, and you can track the individual run. Next, we have status. We saw that on the other screen. We have heart, blood oxygen, body temp, sleeping, breathing. So this is a breathing exercise, weather, music. This allows you to control your music on your phone. So you can't listen to music on here, but you can control it. Messages, stopwatch. So this is a basic stopwatch. Here we have timer. So we can set a 1, 3, 5, or 10-minute timer. Find your device. And settings. So those are the things you can do on the phone. So now let's check out the app. So when I log into the app, I can see my current stats, the number of steps, blood oxygen, things like that. If I tap the icon on the bottom, we can tell what things we want to display. So on the bottom, next I can hit sport. It's syncing the data. Let's hit that again. Okay, so if we go along the top, we can see the activities. So I went on a walk the other day, and it says I walked 1.22 kilometers, and it has my heart rate on here. So you can set goals, there's settings on here. So you can tailor your activity. So you can see all of the activities here it supports. So you can remove the activities you never do. Next, let's go to device. Here we have watch faces. So here's the dial center. So you can see there's lots of dials on here. So you're not limited to the ones that are on the watch when you get it. You can download a new one to it here. And there are many options, so you can see them loading here. Then we have My Dial. So as you download those, they'll show up under My Dial, and then we have Custom Dial. So here you can add your own photo and make your own dial. Next we have heart rate settings. So you can turn on and off the automatic heart rate tracking. Body temperature setting. This talks about how often to test it, what the limit is. Blood oxygen sensor, same thing here. Phone, so this talks about its interaction with your phone. SMS, same thing. We have the app, so this talks about which apps to notify you of. So you can tailor that. So if you want to be notified of Twitter but not Snapchat, you can set that here. It has a sedentary reminder, so this reminds you to get up from your desk. Here we have an alarm. So you can set an alarm here. Here's light up. This is the setting to turn on the watch automatically when you raise your wrist. Then we have do not disturb. Then we have more settings. So it has shake to take a picture, find device, display timeout, 24 time, and device language. So you can use this as a remote trigger for your camera. And here we have firmware update and reset. Next we have profile. This is where you set your goal. You can go to settings here, set your units. I need to change these to what I prefer. Okay, so then we can go back to home. So as you can see, the app is very easy to use. It has all the information you need to track your fitness. So that's the IOWODO R3 Pro. If you're looking for a slim smartwatch fitness tracker, I think this is a great option. It's very lightweight, so you barely know you're wearing it. It's full featured, it tracks everything. The heart rate's probably the most important for me when I'm doing fitness, but it also has things like pulse ox. So if you're sick, you can see if you're getting enough oxygen. I like that it tracks a lot of these things without even touching it. So you can go in there and tell it you're on a bike ride or something, but if you don't, it's still tracking everything. It's still keeping track of your steps and your heart rate and things like that. So you can make sure that your heart rate was elevated when you were working out, because that's pretty important. So I've been using this band, but it does have the fabric band too for people that want a fabric type band. I've been very happy with this band. I showed that little feature, that little notch in there earlier, and that really kept this band on nicely. It wasn't slipping around, so I like that. And I've been wearing this during the day and night, and it's been very easy to read in the bright sun and at night. So that's all I'm going to cover in this video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. If you like this video, please click like. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate if you could do that. And thanks for watching. Until next time, goodbye.